It's time for installment number 2 of the Lead with Your Light business system. So let's get started. And for those of you who can't make it live, there'll be a replay right here on Substack that you can uh, take a look at and get all the information. So today we're going to talk about your role in the new era, what you're here to contribute, what do your clients need help with. And this is really important information because this is really determining the direction of your business for the next decade. And it's important to understand where you might be a little bit off track and what the real big opportunity is that can come your way if you look at your role in the new era and you structure some of what you're offering to satisfy what you're here to contribute. Very, very important. And again, this is something that hasn't happened in 400 years. So this is a huge opportunity. The playing field is being leveled, and you have an opportunity to really get involved in something that's unique to you that helps you stand out. Before we go into that, I just want to remind you about the free quiz from the last episode, and getting your results will really help you understand where your alignment might be a little bit askew. So it's very, very important for you to get that assessment done and have that information because it really helps you understand a lot about your alignment. It helps you understand how you manage your energy, how good you are at trusting yourself, where you're being decisive or where you're, really kind of not trusting yourself and making good decisions, where you have courage, self worth, how empowered you feel, and whether you're living authentically. And this is all extremely helpful information in getting you to the point where you can see whether you're aligned or whether you're really working in the shadow of your energy or hiding some of your good characteristics because you believe that's what you need to do to be accepted in society. Now, also, I offered you the Business Compass report, which when you go out to my website and get that, you put in your birth information, and this report is completely customized for you. It's your human design and what you are here to contribute, as well as the special skills and talents you came into the world with in order to help you achieve that. So, these are two very, very important pieces about alignment. Now, when we look at your role in the new era, we're going to look deeper into your human design to uncover that. But understanding the basics in these first two pieces is really important. So if you haven't gone out and gotten those, please do. It's really going to give you a lot of insight as we go forward with the business system. So on the left, you'll get a result from the assessment that looks like this. I recommend that you print it out because once you get off that page, that is gone and it won't be there for you again. So print that out and have that handy. Put it with your business compass report, which is what I'm showing on the right. And that report really outlines your human design in terms of business. So both of these pieces are key. Now, back to today's task, your role in the new era. So, what are you here to contribute? What do your clients need help with? This is really important because a lot of times we look at our businesses and what we do as what we think we can do. What we're here to do is different than what we think we can do. So, what do you currently do now? If you're a coach or a consultant, or a designer, a speaker, author, healer, therapist, or any number of other professions, the profession describes what you do, but it doesn't explain why your work matters. And that's what the client needs to understand, not just what you do, but why your work matters. So the question isn't, what do I sell? It's, what am I uniquely designed to contribute? What have I been gifted with as I came into the world in the way of skills and talents and a natural way of being that allows me to contribute exactly what clients need? This is really, really key stuff. And a lot of times we look at what we can do and not what we're here to do. So let's go back and revisit the eras and make sure we're clear on that. So currently we're in the era of planning, and that's going to end February of 2027. And it's been characterized by trusting in external authorities like governments, education, healthcare systems. The foundation was community cooperation and logical systems. It's a collective mindset. We will take care of you. It's fostering dependence on outside structures. The new era is much different. The cross of the sleeping phoenix, which we enter in February of 2027, and it will last for the next 400 plus years. And this represents the power of the individual and transformation. And the focus shifts from trusting your to to your own decision making and your own inner authority. Connection and bonding occur in new, authentic, and aligned ways. Community is going to become so much more important. But this is about you learning yourself, trusting in yourself, and being able to make the right decisions for yourself. That is not something we've been taught to do. It's not something we're really good at. So that's why understanding this alignment piece that we did the first time we spoke is so key. Now we're going to apply it to what our human design tells us we're here to do and contribute in the new era. So, what does this mean? It means that people's priorities are going to change. What was important in society is going to change. People are going to release old beliefs that no longer seem like they fit. Public schools is a perfect example of this. We've been kind of toying with other ways to educate our children in the public school system over the last decade or so. We first had charter schools, now there's a lot of homeschooling. There's a lot of experimentation because the public schools aren't working as they did. We're outgrowing them and they no longer seem to fit. This is one of those beliefs that we're exploring and experimenting with in the hopes of getting something that's better. And people are going to stop looking to and ex- accepting the advice as the way. They're going to look more inside to their intuition and their self trust because there isn't going to be a lot of outside advice. As I said last week, the guru era is over. We've got a situation where everything is changing and nobody has all the answers anymore. We're here to create a new world. And in doing that, we've got to go inside. We've got to learn to use our intuition and to trust ourselves because if we don't, we're going to be lost. And so many people have been convinced that outside expertise is the way to get this information, when in fact, that expertise is going to be disappearing because no one has the answers. We're here to create the next era. And people will be looking to create a new future. They're going to start feeling more and more dissatisfied with the way things are working, especially around into the institutions that we have. They're looking at them all and they're starting to crumble. They're starting to believe that there's a better way. We see it in healthcare. We saw it in healthcare in a big way during COVID. We see it in government. When's the last time in history that our government shut down? It just is a sign that we're looking for something better. So, how does this new era directly connect to your work? This shift is a great shift in leadership, technology. Look at the advances that we've made, and AI is one of the biggest new things to come down the pike. It's also a great shift in the definition of success. Money and material things are already becoming less important to the younger generations, Gen Z. Some of them are not buying the big houses anymore. They're looking for other ways to do things. They don't need all the trappings. They don't want to own all of those things. The definition of success is changing, and we're looking for authenticity over perfection. That's good news for everybody. To be yourself is the greatest gift you can have. We're looking for relationship over transactions. This is a huge change because we've been so transaction based. And we're looking for meaning over marketing. We don't want to be sold to. We want to find meaning in things and then explore them for ourselves. And we're looking for substance over hustle. Hustle is going out, thank goodness, because it's very hard to keep up with hustle in the midst of all these changes. And this isn't just a business shift. This is a shift in consciousness of humankind. It's very, very large. And we can go with it or we can go kicking and screaming and have a difficult time making the transition. And I'm here to encourage you to go with it, not only to go with it, but be a part of shaping it, because that's the big opportunity that exists in this shift. And this is important because you do have a role to play. It's no accident that you're here right now as we move from one era to the next. You're either here to preserve the wisdom of the old ways, to help people bridge from the old to the new, or to pave the way for new ideas. You might even be a combination of all of these things. Now, last time I told you that I have one gate, one energy from the current era. And I have 7 of the 8 energies from the new era. So it's very clear to me that even though I'm in the last third of my life, this is where I'm meant to be. This is where I kick in with what I can do, the wisdom and the knowledge I've learned over my years, and this is where I make my contribution. So, this tells us what you and your business are here to provide to the world. It helps you determine the direction of what to do, what people need, and how you can help them in a way that will cement the direction of your business for at least a decade. So, this is really, really important. People are going to need your work more than ever. This sets the tone and the direction for what your business should offer for at least the next decade. And people that have locks, gates, or aspects from the era, because there are 7 or so aspects to every era, they're transition bridges and they're wisdom keepers. They help humanity process and release the old. People with past era gates, like the one that I have, are guardians of that energy and that wisdom, ensuring that the valuable lessons that we've learned over the last 400 years in that area aren't lost as we're moving to the new era and systems are becoming obsolete. And those with the future era gates are here to be the pioneers, to model and lead the way for actually creating the future, the new frequency that offers really individuality, and we're here to create it. So we all have a role to play, and your work needs to reflect that role and help you move people from one era to the next. It's no accident that you're here now to help with this. Now, we've already seen this shift happening. As I mentioned, we've seen many upheavals in government with government shutdowns unheard of. During COVID, we had a healthcare system that almost crumbled under the weight of it. And in our school systems, we see things that just aren't serving people any longer. And there's other examples of this, but these are probably the 3 biggest areas. But all of the institutions that we've come to depend on are crumbling. They're no longer serving us, and we need something new. And this is something that we're already experiencing. So, how will you help your clients through this major transition? What role will you play in helping them move forward without fear? How will you make an impact? I say start by exploring these 4 questions. What old beliefs are your clients ready to release? What new possibilities can you invite them into? And what future does your business help create? How is your work uniquely needed at this moment in time in our history? Now, as we look at these questions in an exercise way, we're really answering the question, why does my work matter right now? How are you here to help your clients through this transition? So take a screenshot of this or jot down these 4 questions, because really what I'd like you to do for homework is sit with these and examine them. Look at your business compass report. What do you have that are the capabilities that you can help people save what we need to save from the old and create what we need to create in the new? So, how will you help your clients through this big transition? And I have a free personalized report for you to help you with this called Your Role in the New Era. You can get it on my website. The link is listed on this slide. Now, this report is customized to you based again on your birth information, and it pulls out the parts of your human design that are the aspects that you have, where you're supposed to be a bridge, the old or current era gates, where you're supposed to help us to maintain and preserve the wisdom that we've learned in the current era, and where you have new era gates, where you're here to help us create the future. This report is very helpful in helping you understand your role in the new era. And I encourage you to go out there and access it and print your copy. Read through it so that you really can understand what your role is all about. Then the next step is to let me look at your human design with you and that report and help you see how you're here to help your clients in a free, insightful call about your role in the new era. The link is here for you to book that on my calendar, and we'll spend time looking at your role and understanding what you're here to do and what you're here to help clients release. This is really very powerful in helping you craft the direction of your business in the new era for the next decade. If you don't just correct and adjust your business so it aligns with who you are and your role, what you came here to contribute, you might find that in another year or so, what you're doing will be obsolete. And you want to be well positioned for this transition, because it really could put you on the map in terms of helping you stand out and serving your clients in a way that they're really going to need your help with. So, again, go out to my website, get the report, NancyOKeefe.coaching.com, Your Role in the New Era. Read it over, see what you've got in the way of energies from the aspects, the current era, and the new era, and then book a date on my calendar with the Calendly link on this slide so that you and I can have a conversation and I can help explain this more fully to you. I think it will be well worth your time to do this. And I look forward to talking with you about it, because frankly, I find this information so exciting. It's a brand new day, and I really want everybody to be in a position to understand it and to capitalize on it. So that's it for today. That's section 2 of the Lead with Your Light business system. So go on out and get those things off my website and check them out. And I look forward to being on a call with you in the not too distant future. And I will see you next Thursday with the next installment of the Lead with Your Light business system.